Hey y'all, Anson here from Ivey Forge. I just want to do a quick video update of what's going on with the channel. Right now you can probably tell I'm a little nasally. I've come down with a little bit of chest cold, so I'm not going to be firing up the forge today. Just going through. The last video that I did was one of the first major projects that I've done, and is actually working with a hardened tool steel, and man, it wore me out. I think for a very first project that was a little extreme to go through trying to work with that type of steel when I really need to get into working with just a mild steel, working down my hammer technique. Speaking of my hammer, I do have my rounding hammer. I did notice that the flat face of my hammer is fairly flat, but every time I was using it, it's wanting to bounce to the left. So I don't think it's very squared off to my handle. So I'm going to need to fix that. I do not have a belt sander to be able to get a nice flat face with that. I just used a grinder to try to do that. Well, everyone knows that a grinder has a round wheel on it, so it's kind of hard to get that perfectly flat. So I'm going to continue to work with that. Another thing that, I've looked at several videos, and I also have a couple books for beginner blacksmiths going through, and to be able to use some of your hammer techniques and your handles, dressing those up to get to where you can use it better without fatiguing yourself too badly. So some of my next videos that are coming up, I'm actually going to fix the handle on this. I do want to try to flatten the side a little bit, because whenever you're holding the hammer, right, it's a loose grip that you're using, and it's more just your finger and your thumb. So if you're looking at your finger and your thumb when you hold it up, it's not round. It's actually more of a triangle, or not triangle, but a rectangle. It's square in shape. So that's kind of what I want to do with my handles. Is I want to flatten down the sides and just curve it up a little bit on two of the opposing sides, based off some of the books that I've seen. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to see how that works. And I am still working with a little bit of a wrist injury to my nerve that runs through my wrist. So if you see me in some of my next videos, I'll probably be wearing a brace. That way I'm not aggravating that injury going through, and just taking it easy, right? So some of the next things that I actually wanted to ask you was, what do you want to see me work on? Okay, I do have a few projects that I'm wanting to work on. One of them being a welding project. I do have a table that I had made out of pallet wood, and the base of the legs and everything, they're just not up to snuff, and I'm actually wanting to build a metal frame for the base of that table. So that's one of my projects I got going on. Some of the other things I got going on as well is just doing some basic projects with some round stock. I got some 3/8 inch and even I want to say a 1/4 inch round stock, I believe, mild steel. Just doing a little bit of scroll work, working on some of the tapering. So just working on some of the basic projects, doing some of those. There are a few S-hooks, things that I'm wanting to make, stuff for around the house. And so just let me know what you'd want to see next. I did pick up another jar of refractory cement. That way I can actually finish my foundry forge that I have, to be able to melt down some aluminum, brass, copper, anything to that. That's another project I can do. So if you'd rather see that, I can always get started on that as well. Alright, so that's just a few projects I have in mind. So let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see as my next video coming up. Alright. I look forward to seeing those comments. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so, and give me a thumbs up, and please share. Share it throughout the community, and let's build up some of these smaller online channels. All right, that's the only thing that's going to actually help us grow as a community, is helping each other out. All right, and thank you once again. All right, I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.